Yep, what's going on, world? Back where I left off, man. Back where we left off, you know? In worse condition, if not better. You know what I'm saying? Time is a crazy thing. Time is a crazy thing, right? Time is crazy. Spend time doing old things, not really feeling great about it. You ain't feeling too swell about it, you ain't feeling too whatever. But nonetheless, there's Piper right here. Boom. It's not gonna fit. It's not gonna fit. I'm gonna just keep walking, honestly. I'm gonna keep the walking. Yeah, man. Big old squirrel up there. Yo. What's bro doing? What's bro doing, man? Damn. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I'll keep it updated though. He's picking up the little bikes or the little scooters. I was like, damn, what you doing? Nah, man. Time's a trip. It really truly exists within the body more so than everything else. Physical things, nature and whatnot. You know what I mean? Things related to that. I'll say that much. You know, I'm gonna say that. My guy's out. Damn, bro. Everything on trip mode today. Everything's a little different, man. Everything's a little different. I'm buying these unnecessary things, drinks and whatnot. We're gonna mob from one hill to the next, like we're supposed to, like we used to. Mob from one hill to the next. Hey, how you doing, Champion and Maria? Thank you for dropping in, man. Bro's out, man. Bro's out. Doing good. Oh, I don't know what that means. Why do you send that message, bro? All right. A little crazy. A little crazy. But yeah. Champion was good. And Maria, thank you for being here, man. You know, I'm just doing my thing. Just mobbing through right now. I got time before I go home. That's crazy. I got time before I go home, so I'm chilling. Heather, what's up? Thank you. Yeah. I basically picked up where I left off. You know, I left off over there. I was there like the last live, and then now I'm just, doing the same thing. Walking through. Beautiful day still is. It's probably gonna sunset like later. Later today is probably gonna be sunset. What I'm trying to say is like you know, sun will probably set a little later tonight. You're kind of back or kind of sick. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Kind of sick. Maria, what's going on? Why are you kind of sick? What's that mean? Whatever it is, you better take care of that. It's springtime though. Springtime. You got to go outside, get you some air a little bit. Ventilate your own lungs. Oh, you subbed. Have a nice day. Thank you. I appreciate that. Stomach. Uh oh. I don't know what you got to eat, man. Chicken noodle soup. What you do for that? What do you do for things like that? You tell me what you do for things like that. For the stomach issues. They got ginger, turmeric, things like that. You don't know. Tea with ginger, saying? Food with ginger in it, turmeric. Put some cayenne pepper in your scrambled eggs. I don't know, man. Just I don't know what your diet's like. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you about you. So I'm gonna wait right here so the cars can pass through. Hella cars, actually. So I don't care. I'm gonna chill. But yeah, you hear me? Get the right spices and whatnot. Go ahead. Go get the right spices and not. I'm on my mom's phone. You a kid? What the fuck? But yeah, man, you gotta yeah, you look that stuff up. Stomach related stuff. Ginger's good, man. It's good for like calming certain stuff in the stomach. Everybody has a different kind of their body intake for certain things are different, but more or less ginger and things like that will help. Certain mints or whatever, to my understanding. You know, you're eight, bro. What the hell? You're eight. I don't know, man. You got to figure something out. Like you should lean on I'm thinking you're an adult. I thought you're like a straight up adult. But yeah, let me go ask another adult in the house. Just kind of ask them like what they would normally do, or just let them know the issues. They're supposed to be taking care of you at that age. They're supposed to be taking care of you. I don't know why you're reporting here. I don't mind you dropping in and saying hello, but I just don't. I have nothing really to tell you. Never to tell you. It's also back to the concept of time. It's a time thing. It'll pass. I mean, you might have to eat something or drink something to push it out. You know, if you got like a stomach ache, you might have to push it out somehow. Eating certain stuff, drinking certain foods. I mean, drinking certain liquids while eating certain foods. So I don't know. That's kind of crazy though. Just be careful. Be careful. Yeah, time's a trip. Now, don't apologize. I was just confused. I just thought you were an adult. They're talking about being sick. I thought you were gonna say something about allergies, and I'm like, oh no, you're talking about that's weird, some stomach shit. But now you're good. Yeah, don't apologize for it. No worries. No worries. No worries at all. Bye. All right, you out? But yeah, now time is a trip, man. I spend time, quote unquote, supposedly, right, productively, and then I find myself spending the doing the same things that I would do during those productive times and days, being like, what's the word I'm looking for? Enjoying myself. Have a wonderful day. You too. You have a wonderful day too. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I sat there like the same things I used to do. That I thought was like this is just a pastime. Like it don't matter what it is. Playing video games. Things that waste time. Like now I utilize it and I submit it as content. And then the things that I used to do during my days that were productive, whether it was work hours or whatever, you know what I mean? Things like that, things along those lines. I started to revisit certain things like that, and I was like, damn, this shit is just for fun. So the lines are starting to get blurred between, you know, fun and work, more or less. But nonetheless, like it always feels like I'm running out of time, or I'm not utilizing the time correctly. You subscribe, Maria? Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm trying to go every day, so you might, you'll see me every now and again. I don't have like a set time, but I just do it when I can. I'm trying to utilize my time the best I can, so I can do it as much as possible. But if you'll see me, you'll just see me throughout the days and whatnot. You'll see me. You know, you'll tap in. If you want to, you can tap in. But yeah, time is a trip right now, man. I used to be on the clock, being productive. Spend that time. If I wasn't doing something like this, you gotta understand. Like when I started to do the other stuff, it started to like, that's when the lines began to blur to me. I would literally be on the clock doing this, but it wasn't live. You understand me? Some of them was live. Some of them was like kind of live because I was next to this window, certain places. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, kind of like related to the other day and today too as well. It's gonna be like how many days in a row just getting my thing off. Just won't get my thing off. I'm feeling less and less proud about it, whatever about it. You're having a good time talking to me. Thank you. I don't know. I try to just keep it positive, Maria. I don't know if you're still there, Maria, but try to keep it positive and if people feel down, like you said, your stomach hurt. I don't know, uplift. But I like to be rational at the same time. Like there's not much I can do because I ain't there for you physically. So you want to be around people that can actually take care of you, and you got to learn how to take care of yourself too. But I appreciate you sharing. So thank you. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate everybody that drops in on me. You know, I'm just over here conversating the concept of time right now. It's really interesting, man. There's more time. But you said you're 8 years old, but shit, man. I had 20 years more experience than you, and there's someone older than me that has 20 more years experience than me, and they could tell me more about what I'm thinking about, what I'm reflecting on. You know what I'm saying? But I'm over here internalizing and whatnot. Things that I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Things that I'm relishing in my mind. Mom's is 41. Your mom's 41. I'm 31, so she got 10 years on me. Yeah, so she could probably, you know what I'm saying? Like, she could probably teach me something. That's what I mean. It's like, and I'm the type of person, like, I'll seek that from people. I'll go out my way. I'll ask them questions. Because why not spend that time learning some shit? Why not spend that time listening and learning? Why not? Any and every moment's a learning moment. Oh, that's crazy. Hold on. We were hearing the siren a while ago. It's right here. Damn, what the fuck? I'm not gonna I'm not gonna show the person, but here. There goes the fire truck, and there goes the ambulance. There's a person right there, so I'm not gonna show it for too long. But like earlier when I had just started it, it was we heard the sirens and they went down the hill. I walked down the hill and there it is right there. That's crazy. I was wondering about that. I hope they're okay though. Damn, that's fucking crazy. I'm not gonna walk over there, but that's just kind of crazy. Like I literally just heard the sirens like not too long ago, and there it is. But yeah, do I have a job? Nope. I had one, but what I was saying was I had one last about a month ago or so, a month and a half ago or so, and then I quit. And then that's what I was saying. Like towards the end of my shifts, I would jump on these lives or I would record myself. You know what I'm saying? And then after work, I'll go home and I'd like set up the phone, mount it up, and I'll start doing the Beyblade content from the house. And when I started realizing, when I started like clocking in, and mind you, they were working me to death. So when they were working me to death, I'm sitting here trying to figure stuff out. How's it going? Trying to figure stuff out during the work schedule, and at the same time, I'm just like sitting there about to crash out because it's like, man, I'm not happy here for real. I can't wait to get off. I can't wait to get out of work and then do the lives and whatnot. Get on there, chop it up with some people, and if I'm not doing that, then I want to do the Beyblade stuff. You know what I mean? And that's when I started getting the actual OBS. I already had the Elgato the whole time. Because when I had the Elgato, I was just sitting there filming the video game stuff, Pokemon, Dragon Warrior, and whatever else I had. I think I did like Mario Kart one time. That was it, and that's when it started. What I'm saying is like me tapping into that stuff, the lines begin to blur. I'm just telling myself like, man, time wise, I'd rather be here doing this shit. So you can imagine, I get off work, I got about 1 hour, only 1 hour, or maybe 30 to 40 minutes because I didn't understand the hour concept yet. I had like at least 1 hour to just make something happen, whether it be a video recording or a live. And I was like, man, I only got 1 hour, but when I quit my job, I had all the time in the world. And that first week, it was rough. I was trying to figure shit out. I'm over here trying to figure out what do I do with this time. And I'm sad because I got no income, but I utilized my little severance pay stuff. And then after that, bro, I just sat there and came up with a plan. Because if I leave the house and I spend money on anything, it'd be like a smoothie or a coffee or something stupid. But I was buying little dumb things every now and again. But yeah, but me, born and raised on Cherry. I'm walking down it right now, 18th and Cherry. But we walking all the way to Drona, my Drona. I be playing games, man. Just go on my page, Maria. I play games. I play mainly like RPG games, like the old Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color stuff, Pokemon, Dragon Quest, things like that. RPGs like that. I might want to do Zelda next, but I don't do Fortnite. I know all the kids be doing Fortnite and Roblox and all that. I just don't do that. Hey, did you watch the Roblox movie? Maria, I don't know if you're there, but did you watch the Roblox movie? One of my friends, I think yesterday, said he was about to go watch it. So I don't know if you went to go watch it. Yesterday was Friday. I think yesterday was like the day it hit the movie theaters. So I don't know much about that. Go ahead. So I don't know much about that. Oh, you didn't watch it? You play other stuff? Yeah. I'm gonna shit in my pocket. Y'all tripping. Need to hurry the hell on. So I can go. I'm gonna just go around. What the fuck? My bad. I'm over here looking at the phone and I'm trying to cross the street. Two places at once type shit. But you said oh no. Yeah, I don't play none of those games either, man. I just leave that for the kids. I know some people my age and older be playing that shit, but I don't play it. I don't know. It's just not for me. It's warm today though. Shit, it's warm. You think it's Minecraft? Oh my bad. You're right. It is the Minecraft movie. I don't be knowing the difference. What did I say? I said Roblox or something, bro. You seen me play it before? No, I never played it. I promise you that. And you can check the stuff, bro. You can check the live. You can check the archives of what I got. I never played it. You probably think I have another channel. Honestly, I got nothing against it though. It's just not my cup of tea really. But you're cozy. Thank you for hopping in. Thank you for coming back. Your cozy's back. I'm trying to remember. I think you were here yesterday or the day before. Something like that. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's not a bad game, obviously. It's just I need a I need to finish documenting the things that I was doing, the stuff that I was more familiar with, because it would feel like you were over there. I forgot you said you were up there. That was you. That said you're stationed up there, right? You're living up there. You're stationed up there. Getting resources. What kind of resources you guys need? You guys got enough water up there? I just thought about that. Let me know if you got enough water up there. Excuse me. Hey, also, what kind of mattresses you guys be using up there? Do you guys use like the purple mattress, or do you guys use like the like a certain type? You know what I mean? All right, Maria. Yep. Station, water. But what is more? And ammo. What you need the ammo for? What you need that for? Damn, bro. MRE. Oh, MRE. Yeah. Medical ration or some shit. The fuck? Meal's ready to eat. What I said? I said rations. Yeah. MRE, bro. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, they got this shit. I forgot they had a little brewing spot right here. I don't even know what this is, bro. Hey, that's kind of crazy. They got a brewery like right across from the where they do the AA meetings. Ain't that some shit? It's like who does that? But it be like that. Cause like honestly, across in like diagonal, if you go more down the street, they got corner stores that got the alcohol anyway. They have spots that got the alcohol anyway, so people gonna find it. That's the fucking crazy part. I just thought about that. If you went to an AA meeting, my guy, like no, whatever, that and the NA, you're always next to the actual spots, and that should be by design, man. What the fuck? Oh, that's a little water thing. That shit's on by design. My bad, Maria. You said you had a good time. I didn't know if you were about to leave or what's going on with that, but I appreciate you sticking around. Your cozy is conducting tests, fire guns in space. But see, it's also like You also gotta think because of the mass of the bullet, but that the velocity at which the hammers will be hitting the bullet, and then there's zero gravity. I don't know how that's gonna work necessarily. You'd have to project something. Like something would continuously have to have like a some form of fire or projectile behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense? Like you would have to constantly be pushed. Like if you were moving around in space, you would constantly have to like grasp on things and then pull yourself and push yourself forward, or like sort of swim, but not really. Because it's kind of like being in underwater, but like you're not you're not within the content of water. So like you're not getting pruned up or wet. Pause. But you know what I'm trying to say. So who knows if it'll work? It probably work for a certain distance, but the way that gravity works and the way gravity works against the bullets here on regular Earth, I don't know if it'll fly at the same, kind of results or whatever I'm trying to say. Feel me? Bro, they really got a whole ass brewery, straight up brews, bro. A whole ass brewery right there, right across the street from the AA meetings. That's some bullshit. I'm hella mad for them. Hey, let me tell you something. I walked in there before, so I can't even front. Ain't no button here. I walked into those meetings before, bro. I wasn't in the actual meeting space. I was on the place on the outside. There's two different rooms, man. There's two different rooms. Who honking at her? Sitting with it. Okay, I don't even know. But they had two different rooms, right? They had that room with the actual meeting, and then they got another room where it's like you kind of just sit there until it's time to go inside the big room. So they're wrapping up a meeting. So you can go in. Oh, let me hit it right there. Bam! I got the MLK up in the background. They got the portrait too. They got the portrait too. Should I hit y'all with the portrait? Let me do it like this, cause we on the street. We on it. Bam! Got the MLK portrait too, man. Why not? You're right there. Hit y'all with some game. I wonder if Eternal Light is here. If Eternal Light is up in the building, let me know. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. That's what it is. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And that's, I don't know if Eternal Light was here. I just messaged. Oh shit. I just messaged Eternal Light. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't message them. I commented on their post today, and they still got snow, and they're up in Canada, which is crazy, because they were saying something like they're getting close to 80 degrees, uh, 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Over here is like high 60s, but it might feel like low 70s, you know. But it's springtime right now. It's spring. So that's a good feeling. My bad. What you say? We're also doing things on Mars, but that's all I can say about that. Hey man, you're not supposed to be telling me this stuff. You're not supposed to be telling me these things, man. Everybody outside honking at each other today. Titties, that's all I saw. Damn. All I saw was the tiggles. You see that shit? Yeah, you're not supposed to be telling me these things. You want space travel time, space space missions, MREs, meals ready to eat. What's crazy is we used to be friends with this one dude, and he was so obsessed with the army because his dad was a veteran or some shit, and I think his dad died in like the war or something. I don't even fucking know. But there, he was so obsessed with army related things that he kept on talking about this shit, and he would also order rations as well. So he'd order these rations from me. He's like, if you give me the money, I can order it from the little military website, and I have like a discount. So the dude had a discount, and he would act like it was him, that was like a militant guy. But realistically, it was just his dad. His dad was like a vet, so then he had the discount or something. But I think his dad was no longer with us. But it was just kind of sad because apparently he was trying to live like his dad used to tell him all these stories, and he basically lived the life that his dad was telling him. Like he was saying that was his life. It was kind of sad, but nonetheless, he was a decent individual. He just kind of was lost, but he would say all this crazy shit, and he used to buy me these little rations that would taste really good. Like he just had this backpack with these fucking like giant chocolate rations, and I would just be eating them. You're only supposed to eat like 3 or 4 a day. I'd be eating hella of those. Like at max, you're supposed to say that. At max, you're supposed to eat that much. You know what I mean? Damn, I ain't seen this house cleaned up. What the fuck? Let me show you what we're looking at. I swear to God, there used to be hella more. Like that's connected to the alleyway. Obviously, they got the new houses on the side, but this house right here, this used to just be all what, like bushes and trees. I forgot what it was. It's been so long. It's been so long. I'd be around the corner though. I'd be up and around the corner usually. If I ever hear from you, I'll know who to contact. We call them black budget projects. Okay. Yeah. And that's the thing about it too. That's the thing about it too. Bro's goofies, man. You know? What y'all doing? It's the time people on though. It's the time people on. I want to go back to my bench, my little spot, but you know, it is what it is. From over here. Matter of fact, let me go show you. The last time I was here, it was like morningish slash, so let me go here right here. There was one morning I was down by the lake and I took the path that had all the mud. This one's a little different. This little cut, post up at, you know? I don't know what that is. Somebody left a helmet? I don't know, somebody here. Somebody left the helmet though? I'm doing this and I'm doing me. Pause, I'm being me Dolo. That's the time I'm on. Let me move this shit right here. Since I think a kid left the helmet here. I'm gonna move it to the side so that way they at least they see it. At least they can see it. But this is where I'm at, man. Post it up here. It's like a little nature reserve or whatever. A little small park. Nature park they got in the cut right at that corner of the block. Nice little spot up here. Little backdrop, you know. Cherry to the left, Columbia to the right. That's where I'm at. I'm chilling until it's time. Utilizing the time like that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta trim the fat a bit. I gotta trim the fat in my own life, my own personal life. You know, me, myself. Get back to the whole fasting and whatnot. Get back on my, get back on doing my thing. So it's just a little crazy. It's a little crazy. I might have to talk to some people, message them, see what's going on with the whole situation. Because tomorrow, I'm just saying it out loud. Tomorrow we got the little casual meet. Hopefully it's still cracking. If not, I got my shit documented and it's coming out weekly. And if people start asking like, why ain't this happening? It's because we got the fuck boy who sat there and just tried to tell on everybody. But that's a whole other situation. That's a scenario. I'm kind of hoping we see, dude. Hoping we see, bruh, just to say what's up. You know, that's how I go though. Yeah, we got the nature backdrop. Let me just put it right here. A little nice little spot, man. It's dope. There you go. You know what I'm saying? It's right there. Right where I need to be, man. You let me know if the visuals is nice or not. I can move up and move around. Give myself another 30 to 40 to lock in. You know what I'm saying? Lock in and get things right. Keeping it professional. Matter of fact, let me see if I can walk out on this side. Because I see the opening. I just don't think there's an actual way to get through to the other side. I never thought about that. No, I think it stops right here. Here, let me show you. Yep, it's kind of just like a small roundabout. I'm surprised they never connected the path, but it's probably for the best, really. To just stop it on this side. Because you don't want to disrupt the whole, what's the word I'm looking for, ecosystem, just to create a path. It's meant to hike and not for convenience necessarily. I actually think you could go through. Hold on. It's just not recommended. I don't think that joint recommended. There's looking like this. Let's mop through it. Why not? Then we can circle around. Keep the legs moving. Like the old days, man. Just keep it moving. See, back then we wasn't too welcome in a lot of places. At least it felt that way. Could have been my own insecurity, right? Sometimes it's just like I look at it two ways, right? Let's go down here real quick. I look at it two ways, man. Sometimes you don't feel welcome and you can just feel that. Pause. And then other times you try to make yourself more welcome than you need to be. And that's a detriment as well. You know, you don't ever overstay your welcome, even if you are invited. That's a whole other conversation. It's on the same piece. There we are. Got that ocean spray. Hola this cooler. Squaxin. Katsaquats. Whatever. Whatever it said. It's like Latin or native terms. Something like that. Yeah, we got another one. Got that Indian plum. Osmeronia cerasiformis. Swinomus sixwadats. Am I saying that right? We're gonna keep looking for them. And keep looking for more. But you know, that's why we ain't stopped too many spots. Because you know, you wouldn't be welcome. Wouldn't be felt that way. But you know, sometimes you sit there and just invite yourself a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in on it, right? Let's see. Incense cedar. Colocedrus desurus. I don't know. I'm saying that right, bro. Can't tell you. You got this thing right here, right in front of me, trying to smack my head. Trying to smack the head, boss. Just be careful. Just be careful. Western red cedar right there. Julia, Lakuta, the Lumi. Ooh, but that's how you say it in that link. Is that what that means? That's crazy. So the Lumi's based off of this, the red cedar. Actually, because the Lumi tribe is from here, Pacific Northwest. So it's probably based on that. But they got a little bit of everything in this little spot, this reserve area. And this is just the corner. It's just the corner. You know, it's interesting because some of the rabbits know to stay out. That we're not going there. We know not. See what they got, man. Red flowering currant. I don't know if I'm saying these things correctly. I'm hitting the top of my head on the trees. Hold on. Let me get through this. My bad, my bad. I heard the bees buzzing, so I know I'm walking through territories. My bad. This is y'all. Flowering dogwood. It's no homish joint. So that's what that means. It's like the way that they would have called it. So they're honoring that. That's what they would have said. I'm not even trying to pronounce it. I'd rather just hear that. I'd rather just hear that joint. I just don't know. I just don't know. Hey, dude said in the last live, he said, "You ever stop yapping?" I said, "You ever stop typing?" I said, "You stop typing, my guy?" One dude said, and this is kind of funny. It stick with me a little bit because it's funny. He was like, "It's kind of soft. You banning everybody." I was like, "Man, it might be as soft as those thumbs you use on the type." My God, what we doing here? Let me know when we done talking. Let me know we got some productive things to say. Let me know we got some productive things to say. Let me know when we got some, you know, some proper advice rather than some criticisms. That's where I'm at with it. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Three thumbs up, man. Give me some criticism. What should I do? I wild out just to make that go up? No, I'm not one of those. But I get it. I'm not even mad at people who do that. It's just not me. You know, you just catch me where I need to be, man. Out in nature, out and about, sunlight, what's going on. It's the season right now. So I'm doing that. And I'm tapping in and I'm, you know, utilizing it every day. I'm monitoring that shit. Easier said than done, but you gotta manifest the happy shit. Let's get it. I'm gonna show you. Because I was here last time, right? On foot, but I was up top. So I'm gonna show you what it's like at the end of the alleyway. Because I usually hit the right. My fault. Going straight, but when I'm up there, I'll show you when I pan to the right. I'll let you know what it is. Where at now? This shit whole cleaned. Damn, whole thing cleaned up. Everywhere I go, even when I was up top in my drone at the hills, cleaned up over there too. It's all nice now. This is an ode to the back then, looking like it. Y'all ain't supposed to be showing that, but it is what it is. That's crazy. Your boy out here doing me, doing the usual. You know, Griffey's on the dirt, Griffey's on soil. I'm out with it. I don't even know. I was like, damn, what's bro on? Old days type shit, man. That's crazy. Yeah, I forgot the name of that shit. That the road, the alley actually got a name, but I forgot the name, bro. But I'll show you in person. Cause last time I think I was chopping up with a. Oh, this ain't even it. This is one of the sides. Hold on. Yep, this is the side right here by the apartments. But I'm gonna show you the real one. I ain't gonna tell him, but I guess that's Arlington. That's supposed to be Arlington. It's not even you got its own thing. It's only documented on this side. You know, that joint Arlington right there. It's only documented on this side, and they got some history in them back ways. That's for those that know, man. I got a homie close to that type of shit. He really deep in that shit. That's why I'm not even gonna speak on it. Not even gonna speak on it. Nothing to talk about. But he was really out there. Name was bigger than himself. He a cool cat. But meanwhile, that's just like this. That's crazy. That's a nice little incline too. Ain't even that bad. Oh shit, we got the truck. All right. Thinking I'm about to get run over. That shit hella nice, right? And that joint hella nice. Now it's beautiful up here now. Was what it was back then, but I be remembering shit differently. Good and the bad. You know? Good and the bad. Good with the bad. Type joint. There it is, man. 31st. Y'all might have seen it from different angles. A long time ago. I'm on the ooey. But yeah, there it is. I think I was showing y'all last time. Just had the bushes on each side. Walking through, that was the staircase. That's why I wanted to show you right here. That's what I was on right there. But I'm done with that. Let's go. We're moving on. I'm saying I'm moving on. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know why walking through that took some energy out of me. Let me check some real quick. Yep, we good. Let me hit y'all with the boom and boom. Just like that. All right. Yeah, man, it's a trip, ain't it? You're walking through the most spots like what's this? It's different. It's all different now. Like I say, man, we kept the Griffies on the soil. You gotta keep the Griffies on the soil for old time's sake. You gotta do it for the old time's sake. If you're not doing it for old time's sake, what you doing it for? You understand? There's a reason for this. There's a reason to be doing it like that. Tap in, man. Because it's also like it ain't like the old school's still there. And if they are, I'm gonna let them approach. I'm gonna let them, say what they gotta say to me. But we're on the vlog time, man. Just vlog time and chop it up. Straight philosophies, walking through it. What it used to be, Like I said, man, it used to be all dirt, man. Dirt is gone. Dirt is gone. It's not what it was, man. Matter of fact, next time I'm gonna take y'all through I'm gonna take you through the side on like on 14th. No, excuse me, 16th. Around the 1 and the 6. Take you around in that situation, that area. You know what I used to be used to. I was like, I'm just on some exploration, exploring type of joint. And I went through there, got through to the cut, went all the way to the very end. As soon as I got to the end, as go. As soon as I got to the very end, it was the I forgot the name of it. It was a cemetery. So once I got to the cemetery, I was like, damn, where am I at? And I had called my cousin. I was like, damn, is my I was trying to ask if my grandma was buried here. She's like, no, she's buried all the way in Linwood, which is like, damn, man, probably driving like 30 minutes, like the specific location. She's buried all the way up there. So my whole thing, ooh, yeah, that's crazy. I got so much shade in the alley. I got back in the sun. I'm like hella warm now. Damn. Look at the shadow cast. I got the shadow cast right here. Straight shadow realm joint. But nah, man. She's like, yeah, grandma. I didn't mind you, I never met her. But she's just saying like she's buried up in Linwood. So the spot I was at, I'm like, well, who's over here? She's like, I don't know where you're at. So I kept looking around and come to find out that's where Bruce Lee was buried. So that's Lakeview Cemetery actually. Here, let me flip it around. That's actually the Lakeview. Feel me? I went over there to check that out. I'm gonna cut this way because I'm always on the other side. I'm gonna go this way. You know what I'm saying? Deposit that energy everywhere I go. Just, you know what I'm saying? Positivity is one thing, but the good intentions is another. So I'm just trying to mix it up. You know what I'm saying? Combinations, well intentioned. Sometimes we miss the mark, but more or less we be landing what we need to land. Even if I hit the guard, I'll wear something down. You understand? Even when I hit the guard, because people's high guard be on some negative time. People's high guard and people's defense, straight dark side. But you know, we break that down. It's just all light. It's all light right now. And we got the sunset in the background. And we got the sunset in the background with the money, with the money bag. Money bag, Hawks, Mariners, what? Hawks, Mariners, what? Money bag. You know? Billionaire ambitious grind, man. That's what it is. Pablo was good. Pablo was good. Yeah, man. Hey, Pablo, you saw my response on the Beyblade video? Let me know if that makes sense, man. That's what the whole Beyblade X is about. That, you know, the bit will catch on the rails. So the bit catches on the rails. That's why it look hella fast. It like, you know, because you look like it's sped up, right? Yeah, you saw that? It looked hella crazy, right? So that's the whole new technology for the new game. The bits will catch on because the bits have a little edges and stuff on there too. It catches the rails and then boom, it'll just sit there and spin out. So it looks like it speeds up. That's the whole new technology. But you see, you got done with the scrimmage. Oh, well, you playing football? You played football? I know Max plays football. I don't know if you were too. What you mean by that? I forgot what sport you play, man. My bad. I forgot what sport that was. Baseball. Let's go. Baseball, man. Hey, were you the person that was the Giants fan? Because the Mariners playing the Giants today. They played them yesterday too, man. That was a close ass game. It was like 10-9. Something crazy. Was that you? I know there's somebody that said Giants and Diamondbacks. Yep, that was you. Yep. Hey, Diamondbacks is killing it. Diamondbacks is killing it though. But the Giants, man, they got us. I ain't gonna lie. I was watching the game. Well, I wasn't watching. I was watching the score because we got, you know, Root Sports fucks things up over here. I'm gonna tell you about that in a second. But it was like 5-3. The Giants were up, and then we tied it at 5-5. Top of the fifth inning, and then the game just kept going. I don't know if there's a couple home runs, but there was definitely some runs being made. They've been asked for what? I mean, they're not bad though. Because y'all been to the World Series how many times? Because you guys used to have Lincecum. Lincecum was from Seattle, the pitcher. You know what I'm saying? That was a dude. That was a good player you guys had. That was a different era though. But see, it's like the Mariners never had it. There was an era where we had Griffey. There was an era we had think about this. We had Felix Hernandez, but he didn't even get a chance to see the playoffs, which is like unfair. Like they weren't trying to build around him. So the Giants, at least in that era, you guys made it like 3-4 times, showing up to the playoffs and whatnot. So, but I hear what you're saying. If that's your standard for ass, man, then it's just like my standard is like real low over here. But I'm gonna still keep rooting for the Mariners. But it was kind of sad to find out they lost by 1 point because they did all that fighting back, getting on base and scoring, and then it just came down to this. So I don't know. That's the game. That's baseball for you. That's what happens with baseball. But who'd you guys play? Like you had like a legit game or a practice? My bad. You had a legit game or you guys had a practice? Let me know what that was. Yeah, bro. No, man, it's weird because I was saying this shit. I swear to God, I said this shit earlier today. I swear I said this shit earlier today. But it's like we had. I'm trying to think, bro. Before my time, it was who they had Edgar Martinez. So that's probably like kind of my era, but like before my era, and then like around that time. And then you had Ken Griffey Sr., Randy Johnson, Ken Griffey Jr. showed up. They sit there to the American League Finals, American League Conference Finals or whatever. And that was the Yankees. You had to run into the Yankees like '90s. You know what I'm saying? And then 2000s, it was like imagine that you had Ichiro, you had everybody come through the system like Jay Buhner to Raul Ibanez and all that shit. And it's just like these are names that are like solidified and like respected. A lot of them left and went to different teams and tried different stuff out for the sake of their career and a championship and just being like legendary status. But it's just like come on, man, they couldn't pull nothing off. And then we had the King Felix era, Felix Hernandez. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Right now we got Luis Castillo. We got him from the Reds. Was that where'd he come from? The Reds or whatever? I don't know if he's still there. It looks like he out. It looks like he's not even here right now in the chat. But that's where I'm like, come on, man. The organization or the whole politics and the business behind the actual franchise, maybe it's like they're doing them dirty. It's like we just keep coming up short. So, but anyway, my bad, Pablo. Show it back in the chat, man. Talk to me about that shit, man. I'm just chilling right here. I'm just letting you know. Everywhere I go right here, man, it's just. I remember what it was. I remember when it was soil. And everything's supposed to be looking clean with the concrete, and I'm cool with that, but not really. Because it used to be a thing when you'd have you finally get your fresh shit, and you'd walk through and get it on soil. It's one thing to put your bare feet on it. You put your bare feet on the soil. They call that grounding. You start grounding with the earth a little more. Tap in with the planet. Tap in with the spatial awareness of where you're at. Being one with it, more or less type shit. I did it a few times, but not really. You know what I'm saying? Not really. That's a bird up there taking shit, bro. Damn. That's a sign. That's somebody playing games. People always playing games. But yeah, man. We got posted. People always playing games. Let me try something. Wow. This route was last time. Let me zoom in for you. I'll zoom in for you. Oh, the parents is that. That's what it is. That was last time. I'm gonna walk to the staircase and I'm gonna show you, and then I'm gonna walk back out. So when I did the lakeside joint, one morning, I came up those steps because they had all they had the thing by the lake, little nature walkway. Walk through the nature walkway, come back up this way. It was a long morning. Not really. It just felt like a long morning because I had to go up so many stairs. You gotta understand, these are blocks of just straight incline. It's just like 3-4 blocks of just straight stairs and incline. I'm like, here's the last one. Get up in there. Got like a slide. And I skipped every other step, right? I wasn't doing step by step. I did every other step. I was doing real, get my quads in type joint. And I'm gonna show you. Man. That's crazy, man. The alley still. Let me look down it. Nah, that's just a dead end. That alley's still going though. That's crazy. Alley's still going. I don't even know where. I can't even tell you where I went. It probably goes to the other school. There's like 2 other schools up here. There's like a smaller one. I'll show you in a second. But here, look, I'm gonna try to zoom in. You can't really see because there's like a zigzag. Straight down, there's a whole nother set of stairs. But that goes all the way down there to the lake. And Bellevue's on that side right there. So that's what I was doing, man. Straight mobbing up the hill. Incline. Stairs. Straight stairs. And I wasn't even sore. Like I took a slight nap. I wasn't even sore. I was surprised. I thought I'd be more tired, man. And that house hella big. 3 stories plus a basement. That's my assumption. But nah, man. Pablo, I don't know if you're dropping in and out, but you got to give the Giants more props. Because you guys went to the World Series how many times? You guys fought hard. You guys lost in the World Series. You guys won in the World Series. We haven't even been there. So, I got to give you guys more props than the Mariners. And that's just organizational stuff. I can't even shit on like the players, my guy. The players is whatever. That's why they had to like leave. Randy Johnson left. Think about it, man. Randy Johnson left. He got a ring. Matter of fact, with Arizona or something. So you got to be proud. Oh, damn. You got to be proud of Randy because you won it for your team over there. How's it going, man? How's it going? You got to be proud for Randy. And then the Giants, you guys had. That's what I'm saying. Linacum is from Seattle, bro. He's another Seattle ball player. It's just not basketball though. You know. Yeah, thing out. Probably game or something. But yeah, most of it's like basketball on this side. It's like, but we have a few baseball players apparently. There's a one dude right now. I think he's on the Mets, and I think like the dude on the Mets is like a Shoreline kid. Shoreline's like an area over here. It's kind of like a smaller town or smaller suburb or section. They got some spots over there too, and that's within like the city, like kind of on the north side next to Lake City or whatnot. You know, it's hard to explain. It's like because you got the Lake City side and you got the Aurora side. Aurora's more on the west. Lake City's more to the east. But Shoreline, you know, it's along them paths when you start going north. Anyway, that kid is from there. I forget his name. He's on the Mets though. He plays for the Mets though. Oh shit. So yeah. Now, but this school right here, my niece actually used to go here. I think she hooped over here a little bit. So that's why I was like, I don't know if they had a little event going on. Damn, I'm tired as hell. It's a little bit of sun fatigue and just fatigue in general. Let me check something. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna have to call people after this, man. I'm running on. I was at 80% when I started, so I don't know if the sunlight's gonna beat down on the phone and kill the battery. There it is, man. Y'all might need to hear it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Boom. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. You might not, might not apply to you, man, but you might need to hear it right now. Are you feeling brokenhearted right about now? I walked past how many quotes, man, today? I was walking through the alley. I had like what? How many quotes? There was one quote by the house. It's something about love stands taller than fear. That was the first one. The second one, I forgot what it was. Free Gaza or something. It was something crazy. It was just all positive shit. All things that were in the name of love. And then what was the other one? We walked past the MLK. So that's like three. And that's the fourth one right there. You know, that's the fourth one right there. Lord walk with the brokenhearted, And like I said, I ain't the most religious person, but I rocks with love. I rocks with God. I rocks with nature. All three. Trinity, get me right. Get me situated. Get my heart and mind in the right place, man. Because my shit is tailored to some bullshit. Trying to get right in my life. Let me know if hold on, this shit might be jacked up. Hold on. But I'm stacking subs. I'm stacking subs. Like a sandwich joint. Free sandwich joint out here, man. Dude. Out here in the sun, man. Just enjoying my life. Next 10, 20 minutes, that's where it all counts, really. That's what it all counts towards. That's what it's all for, man. That's what it's all about. That's literally what it's all about. The nature aspect, the sunlight aspect. It's the seasons, my guy. You understand? You know how many the other lives we survived? This is 51 right here. Number 51 specifically. Number 51. Think about it. So when I first started doing it, it was cold as hell. And it wasn't until recently I started doing one a day. Some of them I didn't even title as such. We're on 51, so it's like we're at least a month in. And like last month, it was cold as hell. We got through it, man. We got through it, and here we are. So I got to push it the whole season, man. Again, if I did it and I caught it at wintertime, how can I not do it for this season? You understand? I got to do it for this season. I'm still looking at his comment. I'm sad that you said that, man. Because my team ain't shit. Them and Teller busy. I'm saying it's a good day to be outside. Y'all need to go outside too. I've been walking the whole day. You need to breathe that air, man. You need to breathe some air, some fresh air into your life. You feel me? Damn, man. That's what it is, bro. It's hella busy. I'm gonna walk around. I'll walk up the other side. Give me a second. I was gonna post up, but it ain't even that time. Back to time. Back to the time aspect. Couldn't even tell you, man. Oh, I got my charger with me. Hold on. I got hella time. I'm about to walk in at the library. I'm gonna ask them if they close at 6, then I can't hang out. But if it's 8 o'clock, I might hang out over there. I'm gonna let y'all know. Cause that way I got Wi-Fi. I could just do what I need to do. Check on some things, charge up the phone, walk back home, get some water. You know, it's funny because hold on, let me scroll up to the top. Somebody, I don't think it was Cozy. I think it was some other person. I think it was some other person. Hold on, let me check. Let me just make sure. It might have been Maria. Yep, it was Maria. So Maria goes, "You got a job?" And I was like, "No." But I think it's because I was talking about the last job and being at that spot. I was literally at that spot, bro. Damn, I was like, "Oh, it's right here." I was literally at that spot. That's why I said with time, I was being productive with time during that time period. You understand? Because I was at work, so I was on a work clock. I was on the work schedule, but I would utilize my time, my free time after knocking things out, to just stay productive doing this. But it was a half-assed job. You got to understand that shit was a half-assed job because simply because, like, think about it, man. I really think about it, and that's why I got to be more intentional with this shit. Hold on, Martha. Let me just get this out the way first. I'm sitting there on the job, and towards the end of my hours, when shit's done, all said and done, and I'm like, fuck the rest of this shit. Even though I need to be responsible, I would sit there and I would just utilize the time doing something like this. If it wasn't a live, it was a recording that was gonna go up at some point and be part of those 1,000 videos that I already had or whatever, before I was putting all this work in. And what I'm trying to say is, like, it's really interesting because I was a half-assed job. It was like, yeah, your heart has to worry about work and then being responsible here, but on top of it, you want to do things you want to do. So now when I got all the time in the world to do what I want to do what I can, and I'm looking at my supply. I'm like, I'm willing to sell it all, man. The CDs and the collectibles, the things that I've collected over time, because like I said, to get two of everything. So just in order to create some income to pay certain debt off, whether that's a credit card or whatever, working that off, maybe a seasonal job here and there, something that I could just pop the phone out with, maybe get right back to it, maybe not, but nonetheless, now the time is more concentrated on this, and that's what I'm figuring out after this full month, because it's April now. It's pretty much April now. We're really settled in. It's pretty much spring. You got to think about it. Now I really got to put the intentions behind the time that's being spent here, because the quantity is one thing, but the quality is about to up itself. The more I exercise it, I'm the type of person, I do some a whole bunch of times, I start getting used to it, and then right after getting used to it, I start to master something. I get more creative with it. You understand? I'll throw the jab 10,000 times. By then, I start figuring out, like, okay, this is normal now. And after the normalcy, it's like after that normalcy, I'll sit there and start being creative. Now I know how to do it from a duck, from a certain angle at a duck, coming up top, somebody short of going down on, pause, like doing shit like that. So that's how I am with the combinations. It's like I figured out the same way. But that's me rambling on it. That's my time. But hold on, we're gonna see. I'm gonna ask. They got the time and the hours on the door. I'm about to walk up and find out. Walk up and find out myself. It says 6 o'clock, so we'll see. I think 6 is standard. 6 is standard. Let's see, Wednesday, 10 to 6. Yeah, it says 10 to 6. I'm gonna just walk in and out. All right, what? Hold on. You guys close at 6? All right. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock. I'll just charge my phone at the house. Like I said, I've been moving all day, bro. I'm just moving around. I had got a cafe at the Avole when I was damn. Where am I gonna go? I'm gonna cut this way. I got the coffee at Avole, and then I got that was on the 23rd. So I didn't even go that far. I ended up just walking towards where is it? Towards Hey, what time is the game today? Okay. You guys like okay, that's cool. No worries, no worries. But I went that way. I stayed on 23rd a bit. Started going through, walk. Oh, that's what it was. I was sitting on those benches. It's funny because Mello says they're back, and I was just talking about how I was there a while ago. You know what I'm saying? I was there not too long ago. What was that? But yeah, stayed at the benches. Too much sunlight kind of in my face, and it was messing up my seeing the screen. So I went down the street. That's where you saw me go a while ago. Go down the street from there, and then I went back to the house, grabbed the charger, circled back around, went up the hill. You guys caught me going up the hill, and I just posted up. But I don't know if you were there for that, Mello. I don't think you were there. I'll be honest with you. I would just, I've been out the whole day more or less. What time is it? Let me check. It's close to 6. 6 p.m. It's close to 6 p.m. Yeah, it's close to 6. Hey, you were here? Oh yeah, you went. No, it's all right. But you were here like in the little morning aspect before it was like, I think it was around like 12, 11 or 12 or something. I think you were there for that. But it's like, sun's like not even gonna set yet. That's what's kind of cool. That's what I was saying. I'm still going. Or I came back for the double. Did it twice. But this is my second one right here, basically. Yeah. 8:52. You talking about 8:52 p.m.? Let me do the math real quick. So it's like, are you on the East Coast? Okay, yeah. That's crazy. You and like there's like five or I think like five other people that are on that time zone, but you guys are all in different spots. 'Cause, shout out to my guy Jax. I think he's busy right now doing some recording, so he's doing his content stuff. But shout out to my guy Jax Kid. Anybody here from the playback? Donate that kid some money, man. JAXX_KIT, man. That's my mod right there. First dude. Straight up moderating. And this house ill as hell, man. Look like no. Let me zoom in on it. Hold on. Let me show you. Like some modern joint right here. I bet. I should look hella modern, huh? Like a cactus or something up in there. I don't know. Tell me that's not nice. But here, let me show you what it's looking like. Sun's right here, kind of behind that cloud and tree. You see it? And then we got the rest of the hill. The joint looking like this. That's some modern looking shit, right? I literally was on I don't know if you can see it, but like from here, hold on, let me zoom in. Like kind of if I go that way, all the way past them buildings right there, that's 23rd, but I was all the way past that. Like think about this. Right now we're walking on 31st, but I was really on 33rd. A second ago, I was really walking on 33rd, but I was at 18th. Crossed everything, crossed 23rd, crossed MLK, circled around, did that joint, came back around in circles, circled around. Like that 18th is the other hill, basically crossing like what, 15, 14 blocks across, coming up the other side of the hill, just going incline the whole time, the whole way. But I'm seeing some nice decorations I want to show you. I just want to show you. Are my legs tired? A little bit. A little bit. Hope you're enjoying the day. Man, Z, it's been an interesting kind of day. Being really interesting. I'm walking from hill to hill, getting my steps in, putting the Griffies on the soil, kind of keeping Seattle as much as possible. It's been a great couple days, 24, 48 hours. It's been really good, Z. I hope it's been good for you too. Oh, bro, Z, you out of town? You out of town, man? What's going on there? I'm gonna see if these people yell at me, but I wanna show off their decorations. You went to Paris? Your legs, Chloe. What? What's that mean? But yeah, I just want to show you this. I'm gonna zoom in on it a little bit. Isn't that kind of cool? It's pretty cool, right? It's like the little decorate. I just saw it from far away, so I decided to walk up. But it's a cool little spot, man. I think they're still doing. I don't know if it's over here. They got another construction. I think they're working on a little bit, or just working on some yard stuff. There's some interesting looking houses. Real dope. I ain't gonna lie. There's like 3 of them, man. They all look the same. They might be in the same project, same kind of person working on the same thing. But yeah, it's one of them little spots, little prominent areas, more or less. But I walk through, I manifest. You know what I'm saying? I'll strive to be where I need to be, but at the same time, I just enjoying myself, man. So taking in the sights. My bad. What'd you say? What I was gonna say was I was at Paris and your legs collapsed. That's what you meant. Your legs collapsed. Now I've been walking all day, man. So just showing off the neighborhood. Last night I did one. I don't know if you were here for that, but the one I did last night, I just walked through the neighborhood. It was popping off. It was Friday night too, so then it was like I ended up just I went down to the main thing on 23rd, and they were still doing the thing. I've come to find out this morning was an art walk. They were just doing a little thing, and like all the kids were playing Smash Bros out on the block. DJ was playing some Tupac. DJ was blasting some Tupac, and they were playing Smash Bros. That shit was hard. And I got to see my homie Niles out there, so I got to shake hands with him. He was working at the restaurant that night. Dapped it up with him, dapped it up with the barbershop. It was a good ass night last night, man. Go ahead and find that live. Find that live right there. That's like, what number was that? 49 or some shit? What's it? Okay, this one's 51. That was like 49. So that was like literally last night. I'm just on 18th pointing out the place where my house used to stand, showing the places where me and these friends, these friends back then used to stay out till 11. Walk through the alleyway. I walked all the way down to 23rd. We're showing off all these new spots. I don't know if I showed off the Dope Fiend house. I don't know if I showed that spot because it's a whole new house now. And then it's like walked to 23rd and it was just popping. It was crazy. But they were playing GameCube Smash Bros. I asked my guy, shout out to my guy Gavin. Gavin he's a barista at the coffee shop I go to. And this dude was like, I said, man, they was playing Smash Bros. He said, yep. He said the classic, the GameCube one. I was like, oh shit, I ain't played that in hell long. It gave me flashbacks to when my homies were just, chiefing and having the munchies. There's always that one kid that always be using Fox. There's always that one kid always using Fox. I was a Mario guy though, so I was always on Mario. How's it going? I was always using Mario. Some people would switch around with some people are really good with NES. But yeah, that sounds sick. Oh yeah, yeah, man. It's beautiful where you are, and it's crazy. That's one little section. That's one little section. That's what Again, this is on the hillside, and then like up the hill, like Madrona's side. So it's like you're gonna get some middle class homes and also some rich people. Some more wealthy people up on that side. So it's real nice. But the moment, boom, you start crossing right over here, like where those you see where those towers are at. There was 2 different type of apartments over there, Madison View. But you had one that was like decent elevators and some decent accommodations, and then they had the second tower that was just hella hood and nasty. They was basically trapping in them. Bro, it's so blurry. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if it readjusts. What about right there? Let me know if it clears out. I'm about to post up right here. Let me know if it clears out. I'm about to post up next to the spider webs. Hold on, bro. My bad. Let me know if it's still blurry, Mello. But yeah, over there, add a little interesting kind of joint, and then on that side, that's the ones they put on 23rd. So it's a lot of gentrification, realistically. But at the same time, is it back to normal, Mello? Let me know if it's back to normal. Like, I'll give you an example. This is literally a block down. It's not anymore. All right, so you got the classic brick houses right there, like 2 of them, and then you just got the new apartments right here. And it just is what it is. That's like pretty much every other block and like every spot in the neighborhood is gonna be like that. That's what you meant? All right, yeah. But like I said, I went to what was it, Daly City, and like it was Frisco, but it was like 2018, so almost, I can't even do the math right now. That would have been 7. Let me see, 25. So 8 years, 7 to 8 years, 7.5, 8 years ago. And I'm over there, and the hills were looking different. They have hills too, the way that we do. And over here, it's more vegetation. Like, you get some houses, but you get some vegetation. So that's what that's about. You look across, you see all the houses, apartments abroad. And what I'm trying to say is, like, we just walking the hills here is pretty normal. We got hills, you got random staircases that pretty much are like alleyways, walkways, and whatnot. And it's just really normal to just have this, like, these hills and shit, and it's walking through the rain and shit. Vegetation, just big ass trees everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Just trees, vegetation, all that. But I'm just saying, like, and that's what I'm saying. I personally like spring here. I haven't lived anywhere else, but like I like the season of spring because it's like you get to see the best of the city. You suffer through the fall and the winter, and then you start to see everything bloom out. You know, there's a couple of trees that they were trying to save because for construction reasons they were trying to chop them down. But people are like, man, you got to work around this. You got to learn to work around this damn tree. This is an old tree. It's a big tree. You can't chop these down all the time. So people were sitting there like, actually, I don't know if petitioning is the right word, but you know, the city was like, yeah, we got to save certain trees. This is an old ass 80, 100-year-old fucking tree or whatever. You got to keep it. You got to save it. You know, things like that. My bad. But yeah, man, you got to do better with nature. You know, the city is integrated with nature so much, and I hope they try to keep it that way as much as possible. But there's so many changes because people want to take over certain land plots and then just build upwards. But that's how it is, man. We can say it's greed, we can say whatever, but people need a place to live and other people need to run their business, right? So there it is. You got to go. No worries. I'm happy you dropped in because I'm at my 20% limit anyway. But I'm chilling either way. I'm next to the house, so I'm gonna charge the phone. But I appreciate you dropping in, Mello. Thank you for dropping in on me. No worries, no worries. No one's obligated to be here. I'm probably going live every day. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm going live every day. And if I'm not going live, you know, I'm gonna just be doing some other kind of thing like creating stuff. So when it's tournament days, I actually don't go live. But yeah, if that makes sense. Like there's some Saturdays where I'm just like I'm just filming the actual tournament. I need to start bringing my charger with me everywhere because I film so much. Sometimes I just be sitting there, losing data. I mean, not data, but phone battery. I gotta remember to bring my charger. I brought a last tournament, which is dope. You see if you can join tomorrow. Hey man, if you're around, it's cool. You know, if not, don't worry about it. No one's obligated to be here. That's why I appreciate everyone that drops in. I try to interact with them. I try to interact with you that way. I just know, but I'm over. You know me. I just be rambling. I just be yapping. Like dude said in the last live, he said, "You be yapping all the time." I'm like, "Yep, it's exactly what I do." You know, it's free to do. You're out. All right, peace. I appreciate it. Thank you. No worries. No worries. But yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm by the house anyway. So it's a good time. It's a good time to end it. High notes and whatnot. You know, there was a good like 40, 50 minutes on certain lives where I just be chopping it up by myself, and I be getting the hang of getting on a positive tip, getting on a positive note, because I just keep the conversation flowing myself. I just keep interacting with the space around me, and if I'm not doing that, I'm just soaking up the sun. I just be soaking up the sun, really. Yeah. Damn, the bad ones are shopping right now. All the baddies shopping now. Even the soccer moms. It's crazy. Soccer moms are at the grocery store. Let's get it. But yeah, man, it's been a great day. I've been moving. If I wasn't moving, I was doing something else. I actually posted up and watched a movie a while ago. Like not in the theaters, but I was just hanging out with someone. We sat there and watched Spider-Man for a little bit. And more importantly, at this time of day and like at this current moment, Shocker Mom's getting groceries. That's what I should be naming it. It's just crazy. That's crazy work. I'm on that time. I'm on some bullshit. Ignorant with it, man. As usual, man. We're gonna leave it at that. Ain't nothing left to say, man. If I keep talking, it's just gonna be some bullshit. I already promise you, it's gonna be some bullshit. I already know. I gotta charge up the mic, right? Charge up the mic and charge up the phone. Get it right. Let's get that Hollow Knight in, right? Shoot, turn up that I gotta turn up the what's it called? The hotspot. I got the personal hotspot. The Wi-Fi. I mean, not the Wi-Fi router, but I got the phone, so I got the hotspot going. You know, turn that up going. Get my gigs in, half a gig. Get that half a gig, 500 megabytes. Get that in. Get some video streaming, and why not? Because we busy. We busy. We productive. That's what it is. Really, it's just productivity. Continuation. It's just motion, man. It's just action, man. It's just examples, bro. Leading, bro. Straight light. Shout out to Eternal Light. I don't know even know if they dropped in. They might have dropped in on me a little bit. Probably didn't say nothing, but they just be in and out. I be seeing them all the time. I might see them later tonight. I just saw Amanda did a live earlier, like an early day kind of joint. I'm like, damn. But you know, at time can't be sus with it. It's a situation, you know. Oh shoot, yo, Richard, how's it going? But yeah, we out, man. You know, there it is. That's the time of day. Sun's about to set. It means it's time to go inside. That's what it means. That's what it means. Eternal. Oh damn! That's crazy. I was just bringing you up, Eternal Light. Eternal. I literally just brought you up. I literally was just saying I saw a man to do a live earlier today, the early tarot reading, and I was like, damn, I wish I could have shown Eternal Light. The sunset. Oh, hold on. Here we go. I'm coming up the hill right now. You can barely see it. You can barely see it. But yeah, that's what I mean, man. Remember I said it's like high 60s, early 70s Fahrenheit on the comment section? That's kind of what I meant, man. It's like spring right now. I literally, bro, that's crazy. That is crazy to me. I literally just said, I wonder if Eternal Light came in the live or not, showed up in the live or not, because I wanted to show them the light that was like right in my face and that was standing behind me, because I was walking through, you know, all the light today, the whole afternoon. Oh yeah, you said the grass? Yeah, here you go. You got a nice little yard. That's crazy, right? I literally brought you up, and then here you are. You're here. That's crazy, man. A spirit is interesting like that. The soul, you know, hey, the soul and the energy and all that. It's like that. I walk from hill to hill, and I'm walking uphill again. You know, so I was literally on it. That's what I was telling the people. I was on 18th, walked to 33rd Madrona, went from hill to hill, walked through the nature spot, a little nature area, right on 20. I don't know what street that is. 28, 29th. It was on the corner. I walked through it. I filmed the plants and the trees, and then I came up this way, the little rich spot. Here we are, my felt. It's still snowing over there? That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh shit. But yeah, I almost tripped over here, my guy. Eternal, I can't make this up. So I don't know if you were there the whole time. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know if you were there the whole time, but I literally was just like, bro, I wonder if Eternal was seeing this. If they were here the whole time. It's melting fast today. That's kind of a good thing though, right? The snow's melting. Do you want it to melt? I wonder what the grass underneath is gonna be like. Cause we got nothing but green over here, man. All right, let me like see these trees and shit. A lot of these don't even shed throughout the winter. It just kind of stays the way it is. That's like evergreen trees. You see those too? There's like one right here that's a little lighter, and that's the one to the second. That's always stays the same. So that's, you know, but these other trees, you see them kind of starting to bloom right now. So I don't know what it's like over there. I don't know if you guys got evergreens up there. You might have a different type of tree, like a cedar or something. I don't even know. We got the red cedars too. But yeah, you just got off work. My bad. Um, you just got in. I know, right? I'm saying the timing is crazy, and it's funny because the name of the episode is called Time. So that's how I know we're like on the same frequency right now. That's kind of crazy how that works out. I can't make that up. I can't make that up, man. 2 weeks ago, it was all gone. I see what you're saying. Spruce and pine. Okay, cool. That's funny because we have streets over here named Spruce and Pine as well. Spruce is actually like a couple blocks south from here. Past we actually have a street called it goes Cherry Jefferson, right? And after Jefferson, we got Alder and then Spruce or something. Yeah, it's like Alder and then Spruce. And then on this side, we got Pine and Pike. And we got, what's the other ones, man? Olive. And it's all like trees and bark names, basically. It's all forest stuff. You know, we call it nickname over here is Emerald City. And it's also the Evergreen State in Washington State. So I don't know if you knew that, but that's kind of what we're just known for. My bad. I don't know if you're still seeing the green. I don't know if you can still see it. There you go. But yeah, I remember, my friend from pretty similar to here, inner cities. Yep. Just straight vegetation. Trees that just stand tall and stand strong. But then what was I gonna say? My friends from Baltimore came here like years ago, And I was like, how you feel about the city so far? I was like, bro, it's hella green. I was like, I take that shit for granted because I'm here for so long. But when I visited them in their city, I remember just seeing like, all right, hold on, let me zoom in right. You see this branch right here, this little tree right here? Imagine that, right? But then like taller. And that's what their trees look like. And it was just straight up brick city, stone city, stone buildings, brick buildings and shit like that. But meanwhile, we just got this like green everywhere, post winter still. You know what I mean? So that should still be green grass. Because you got to think too. We get a lot of you probably got the same thing. We get a lot of rain. So the rain more or less just kind of keeps everything. Also, we got the moss. So the rain and the moss kind of keep everything moist, and like things that just still have the supply of water. That makes sense. That's what's going on. But this look at this old ass tree right here. It's multiple branches. You know, look like a hand damn near, like fingers or something, right? But yeah, this tree is a nice little tree right here. Snow on ground, about 4 to 5 months here. Oh, I see. Damn, it's one of those. Yeah, we don't have it that bad. Yeah, we haven't had snow like that for a while. And when we do, it's like it's either a week or less than a week that we get the snow. It's very rare that it lasts that long. Eternal, since you're still there, I'm like in line with the hill. This is kind of the hillside. But let me zoom in for you. Oh, my bad. Let me know if you can see the sunset. It's like right behind the clouds. I can't look into it directly, but I can zoom in on the phone. But it's starting to set. It's still up there. So that's how it is right now, man. I hope you get some good weather over there. Hope things start to clear out. Because everything's been on a good frequency and good time. I got the smiley face on me. You know, it's actually a Theo Von hoodie, which is funny. Theo Von hoodie on the back, it says, be good to yourself. That's what the hat says. It says, be good to yourself. I don't know if I could show it. Matter of fact, you could probably find it. Anyone that's here from the playback, you can just look that up. Theo Von hoodie, be good to yourself, man. That's where I'm rocking today with the smiley face. So it's one of those days, man. It's real official right now. Almost all that snow on my short this morning is gone. Oh, really? What? Took that long? It took that long? Hold on, my bad. It didn't take that long to melt it, is what I'm asking. That's crazy. Hold on, let me check my percentage. My bad. Ooh, bro, I'm at 8%. But yeah, Eternal, thank you, man, for dropping in. Bro, one of these days I gotta go up to Canada. I don't know when. Close to 80. Oh, so it was like hella hot. 80 is good weather though. That's really good weather. But I might have to end it right here. Charge up the phone. I might go back on and do some Hollow Knight. Do a little bit of I don't know, man, a bit of gaming. Charge up the phone just a little bit, get the battery and the juices flowing, and then prop my phone up, get my hotspot going, utilize half a gig, and get live on the games, something like that. But Eternal, keep on posting, man. I look forward to seeing your stuff. It's rare that I see you post, but hell yeah, man. I like seeing you post stuff all the time. I'm happy you post. I think you posted twice today. I gotta double check the other things, man. I gotta see it. I saw the snow though. That was pretty cool. That was crazy. But yeah, I'm right outside the house, so I'm gonna get in there pretty soon. Adjust my frequency or whatnot. Get acclimated back at home. All right, Eternal, thank you for dropping in, man. It's a sign that you dropped in. That's a good sign, man. It's positive vibes today. It's been positive vibes all week. 24, 48 hours. It's been real good. Everything's lined up really well. So I'm happy. I kind of just circled around. But yeah. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Peace.